doing these video blogs / weather updates between shows. It's about 7 p.m. on Sunday evening, just kind of giving you an update of what we can expect in between the 6 p.m. Sunday night and the 11 p.m. on News Channel 12. So we're going to get things started. First and foremost, that all eyes are on Isaac and how it will affect eastern North Carolina. So here are the latest updates on Isaac. As of 7 p.m. Sunday evening, Tropical Storm Isaac has not strengthened into a Category 1 hurricane. Sustained winds are at 58 miles per hour right now, gusting up to 69 miles per hour. The sustained winds have to increase to 74 miles per hour before it can be categorized as a Category 1 hurricane. It's moving west-northwest at about 14 miles per hour. Earlier this evening it was at 16, so it's gradually getting slower and slower. We're going to move on to the next one. This is a closer look at this. It is now moving, the center of it is moving to the south of the Florida Keys, making its way into the eastern part of the Gulf of Mexico. Now, when it enters the Gulf has some very warm water temperatures into the mid to upper 80s, and that is just, let's say, fuel to the fire, shall we say, and that is really going to give it that extra kick to increase into a Category 1 hurricane. Now, the models, I think for us here in eastern North Carolina, you guys are really going to like these models, so we're going to look back at these really quick. So we're going to put the play button on this, and you see that these models take it into the eastern part of the Gulf of Mexico, but you notice it takes it more on a westerly track, closer to Biloxi, Mississippi, and New Orleans, Louisiana. For those in New Orleans, however, this is not a good sign because most of these models, as you see, peg it moving right over New Orleans, Louisiana. Then it moves up into the Mississippi River Valley. Of course, those in that area are going to be glad to get at least some rain because they are very drought-stricken at this point. Now, right now it is still a tropical storm. This is Sunday evening, and as we put this into motion for you, it still stays a tropical storm through Monday morning. It enters the eastern part of the Gulf of Mexico, warm waters here, but it still stays a tropical storm until it increases to a Category 1 hurricane and still makes its way toward the northern Gulf Coast. Now, this is a Category 1 Tuesday at 6 a.m. Continues to head towards the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the Alabama Gulf Coast, and also New Orleans. This is Tuesday afternoon. Now watch as it quickly changes into a Category 2 storm as it makes landfall and moves over New Orleans, Louisiana. Also, you see the yellow shaded area that's kind of faded out. That is the cone of uncertainty. So it may not be making landfall in New Orleans, Louisiana, but they're still going to be seeing some very strong storm surge from this, some high winds, and also some heavy rain, which could cause flooding. Now, these storm surge could increase the waves off of Lake Pontchartrain there, so we just want to alert those in New Orleans, Louisiana, if you have relatives that live along the Gulf Coast, especially Mississippi Gulf Coast, Alabama Gulf Coast, and especially Louisiana Gulf Coast. Now, we're going to continue with the path of this storm. It decreases into a Category 1 storm and then eventually decreases into a tropical storm as it makes its way into the central southern part of Mississippi and stays a tropical depression. Now, those in the Mississippi River Valley and also the Delta there, they're pretty excited that they're going to be getting at least some heavy rain from this as it moves our direction. Now, you're probably wondering, how does this affect eastern North Carolina? Well, I'm glad you asked. We're going to show this here in a second. Now, this is what the setup here. You see the line of showers that are stretching all the way from Chicago through Missouri into the northeastern part of Arkansas through Oklahoma into Dallas-Fort Worth. That is part of a trough and also a cold front that's going to be making its way. And you can see Tropical Storm Isaac, some of the rain bands are already making its way to the south of Jacksonville. This cold front is really going to play a factor into what we see from Tropical Storm Isaac. Now, you already saw the models. It's not pinpointing the storm directly at eastern North Carolina, but we're going to be seeing a little bit from it. So just keep in mind the cold front here as we're going to switch over to the next model. Now, this is a closer look at eastern North Carolina. We have the showers and storms that passed over earlier this evening. Those are starting to die down, actually putting some very heavy rain into eastern Martin County right now. Not really seeing anything as far as storms, but then behind this line you're seeing some clearing, especially in Carteret and Craven counties. But let's move on to what we can expect. This is future track picking up on the showers and thunderstorms that we're going to die down as far as the mainland is concerned. But as we head into Sunday evening, still wanting to paint some showers and storms along the coast, especially Carteret and Onslow County, and also a little bit along our Outer Banks. Waking up early on Monday, some of us will be starting school. Yes, summer is officially over for some of us. And depicting mainly the showers and storms to be east of Highway 17. Now, those will continue to stick around, so areas east of Highway 17, you may want to send your little one or even yourself out the door with an umbrella. Then look at the sea breeze front that really kicks in. This is a pretty strong one here, all the way stretching from the North Carolina-Virginia border all the way through North Carolina into South Carolina and also Georgia. This is Monday afternoon. But then as we head into Monday evening, those die down, and also we're looking at clearing skies. But look over near West Virginia, also Kentucky, as you're starting to see the front starting to make its way into eastern North Carolina. This is Tuesday morning, 5 a.m., still picking up a few showers offshore. But then look to our south into South Carolina. These are some of the rain that is stretching from Tropical Storm Isaac. Of course, by then it'll be a Hurricane Isaac by that time. But then the cold front is going to be pulling some of the moisture away from Isaac. Now, we're not going to be seeing any remnants of the storm. We're not going to see the storm in general. We're just going to be seeing some of the rain. This cold front is really just going to pull some of the rain into our area. And as we take future track into Tuesday evening, Onslow County, Pender County, and also Carteret County are seeing some very light showers start to develop. So hopefully, for those of you in that area, you'll be able to make it home before the rain gets here. Then we go through the overnight hours. This is Tuesday overnight into Wednesday morning. Most of us will be waking up to some showers, possibly some thunderstorms Wednesday morning. So starting Tuesday evening throughout the overnight hours on Tuesday into Wednesday morning, we'll be dealing with some showers, and some of these could be heavy at times. So I just want to warn you, especially for those areas that are seeing some of these heavy downpours, just keep an eye, especially on poor drainage areas, some low-lying areas, and also areas that are prone to flooding, because with these heavy downpours, you could see some ponding on roadways and some ditches that could start to flood. So we're going to be looking at this, and then this is the noon hour. Showers and thunderstorms are off the coast, still seeing mostly cloudy skies, and right now, this front is going to keep most of these showers and storms to our south, which is a great deal of relief because we are already been over use as far as the rain is concerned. Usually today is one of the first days that we've seen without rain. So we're going to continue with this. Now our threat tracker is what we're going to be looking at. Monday, everything's okay. We'll see some sea breeze showers and storms. Tuesday, we'll get some energy from Isaac, which will increase our chances for rip currents along our coastal sections, and then the overnight downpours will start to kick in. Wednesday morning, we'll still be seeing some heavy downpours, and like I said, for those of you that see some heavy rain more than others, you could see some minor flooding. So that is what we can expect from Isaac. Also, we do want to alert you to an area of low pressure that is just off the coast of Africa. Now, it's just an area of low pressure. You have some strong showers and thunderstorms with it. You notice it's starting to get its act together. It has about a medium % chance of becoming a tropical depression within the next 48 hours or within the next 2 days. Now, the forecast models on this are wanting to keep it mainly on a west-northwesterly track, then turning it northward. But some forecast models are still wanting to keep it heading across the coast following the track of Isaac. So we'll continue to track this, and if this does increase into a tropical storm, our next named storm is Kirk, K-I-R-K. So we'll be keeping an eye on that area of low pressure just off the west coast of Africa. Now for tonight, the rain starts to move inland. For those of us that saw the heavy showers, you may run into some areas of patchy fog that is possible early tomorrow morning. Temperatures are going to be nice, upper 60s to lower 70s, and the beaches 76 to 80 degrees. And then for tomorrow, sun and clouds to start things off, sea breeze showers and storms. But if you remember, most of these showers and storms will continue to hang along our coastal sections pretty much all day tomorrow. So you may want to keep that umbrella handy, especially if you're going to be hanging around areas east of Highway 17. 86 to 90 degrees, a little bit warmer on the mainland, and the beaches are going to be to 80 to 84. Now the main threat for showers and storms are going to be on overnight hours into Wednesday. That's with the greatest chances. Now, models are wanting to stick around a few showers for Thursday into Friday. But then look at Saturday. We finally get a little bit of relief from the showers, a little bit of relief from the heat as we only warm up into the 90s. And then Sunday, we get another cold front that's going to be coming through, giving us chances for yet more showers and thunderstorms. But at least the dry weather occurs on our weekend. So once again, thank you so much for clicking on the Storm Track 12 Weather Web update. If you want to join us Sunday evening at 11 p.m., we'll have the latest updates on Tropical Storm Isaac. Thanks.